A single coin rolled across the wooden floor. Oliver quickly ran after it. He picked it up with both hands. It was the last coin his family had. His mother sat quietly near the window. Rain fell softly outside. She looked tired. Very tired. She whispered, "We have nothing left." Oliver looked at the coin. Then he looked at his mother. A small smile appeared on his face. "Don't worry, Mom. One day, I will buy you a beautiful house." His mother smiled. But deep inside, she thought it was only a child's dream. Neither of them knew that one promise would change their lives forever. Oliver was only 12 years old. His father had died many years ago. Now he lived alone with his mother. Every morning, before sunrise, Oliver walked to the village market. He carried heavy bags. He cleaned small shops. Sometimes he earned a few coins. Sometimes he earned nothing. Even after working all day, there was very little food at home. Still, Oliver never complained. He had only one dream: to see his mother smile again. One afternoon, Oliver carried several heavy boxes. After he finished, a rich man watched him. The man laughed. "You work very hard. But hard work alone will never make you rich. You will always stay poor." Oliver lowered his head. He said nothing. But those words stayed in his heart. That night, he made a silent promise: "I will prove him wrong." The next morning, dark clouds covered the sky. Heavy rain fell across the village. Most people stayed inside. But Oliver still went to work. He hoped someone would need his help. Hours passed. Nobody came. Hungry and tired, he slowly started walking home. Then, he saw an old man. The man was sitting alone on a wooden bench. The old man's clothes were completely wet. His hands were shaking. Oliver walked closer. "Sir, are you okay?" The old man smiled. "I haven't eaten since yesterday." Oliver reached into his pocket. He found 2 small pieces of bread. That was all he had. If he gave them away, he would also stay hungry. For a moment, he closed his eyes. Then he smiled. "Please. You need this more than I do." He placed the bread into the old man's hands. The old man looked at him with surprise. Very few people choose kindness when they have almost nothing. Before Oliver walked away, the old man asked, "What is your biggest dream?" Oliver stopped. He looked down. Then he answered quietly, "I don't want to become rich for myself. I only want my mother to stop crying." The old man smiled. It was a smile Oliver would never forget. Then he reached inside his old coat. He took out a small package wrapped in brown paper. He held it out to Oliver. "Take this," he said softly. Oliver looked at the mysterious package and wondered what was inside. Oliver slowly opened the brown paper. Inside, there was a small leather notebook. It looked very old. Its pages were yellow. Oliver looked confused. "It looks empty," he said. The old man smiled. "The greatest treasures are often hidden inside simple things." Oliver looked at the notebook again. Before he could ask another question, the old man quietly walked away. A few seconds later, he disappeared into the rain. Oliver stood there, holding the notebook. He had no idea. His life had already started to change. That night, Oliver opened the notebook. The first page had only one sentence. "Small habits build great lives." Nothing more. No magic. No treasure map. No secret formula. Oliver looked disappointed. "Is this all?" he whispered. His mother smiled. Sometimes, the smallest lesson becomes the biggest gift. Oliver closed the notebook. But those simple words stayed in his mind. The next morning, Oliver woke up before sunrise. He cleaned the house. He helped his mother. Then he went to work. Every night, he read one page. Every morning, he followed one lesson. Days passed. Then weeks. Slowly, people noticed something. Oliver had changed. He smiled more. He complained less. He worked harder. And everyone trusted him. One afternoon, Mr. Harris called Oliver. He owned a grocery store. "I've been watching you," he said. "You always arrive on time. You never lie. You always help others. I need someone I can trust. Would you like to work here after school?" Oliver could hardly believe it. His face lit up with joy. "Yes, sir. I would love to." For the first time, hope felt real. Several weeks passed. Mr. Harris smiled. "You've earned my trust." He handed Oliver a small key. "Open the shop every morning. Take care of everything." Oliver held the key tightly. It was not just a key. It was trust. It was belief. That evening, he showed the key to his mother. She hugged him tightly. "I've always believed in you." Oliver smiled. "I won't let anyone down." But life was about to test that promise. The next morning, the shop was busier than ever. Customers filled every corner. Oliver worked as fast as he could. Late in the afternoon, he looked at the cash drawer. His heart suddenly stopped. The drawer was open. The money was gone. Oliver stood frozen. Someone had stolen everything. And the only person who had the key was him. The missing money. Oliver stared at the empty cash drawer. His hands began to shake. "No. This can't be happening." Just then, Mr. Harris walked into the shop. He looked at the open drawer. Then he looked at Oliver. "What happened?" Oliver lowered his head. "I don't know, sir. I only turned away for a few minutes." Mr. Harris took a deep breath. "I trusted you." Those 4 words hurt more than anything. Tears filled Oliver's eyes. "I'm sorry. I'll find the money." Mr. Harris nodded slowly. "I hope you do." Oliver walked home in silence. Heavy rain fell from the sky. His clothes were completely wet. But he didn't care. Only one thought stayed in his mind. I failed. At home. His mother placed dinner on the table. Oliver could not eat. What happened? She asked. Oliver told her everything. She gently held his hand. Everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is what you do next. Oliver looked at the notebook. He slowly opened it. One sentence caught his eye. Every problem hides an opportunity. He read it again. And again. Before sunrise, Oliver returned to the shop. He looked carefully around. Near the back door, he noticed fresh footprints. They led toward an old abandoned house. Oliver quietly followed them. His heart beat faster. When he reached the broken window, he heard two men talking. We got lucky. The boy will take the blame. Oliver froze. He recognized one of the voices. It belonged to a worker from the market. Oliver wanted to confront them. But he remembered another lesson. Think before you act. Instead, he ran to the village police officer. Within minutes, the police surrounded the old house. The thieves tried to escape. But they were caught. The stolen money was recovered. Later that day, Mr. Harris looked at Oliver. I'm sorry. I doubted you. Oliver smiled gently. It's okay. Mr. Harris shook his hand. I've never met a boy as honest as you. A few days later, Mr. Harris called Oliver into his office. I have something for you. He placed a small cloth bag on the table. Inside, there were a few $100s. Oliver looked surprised. I can't take this. Mr. Harris smiled. It isn't a gift. It's an investment. I believe in you. Start something of your own. Oliver held the bag tightly. His eyes filled with tears. For the first time, someone truly believed in his future. But one question remained. What kind of business should he start? That night, Oliver opened the notebook again. He picked up a pencil. Then he wrote one question. What problem can I solve? He looked at the page. Minutes passed. Then suddenly, an idea came into his mind. It was simple. But it was different. Oliver smiled. This is it. He closed the notebook. Tomorrow, everything would change. The small beginning. Oliver used every dollar wisely. He bought fresh fruit from local farmers. Then he built a small wooden cart. Every morning, he stood in the market with a smile. He greeted every customer kindly. He always gave fair prices. He never cheated anyone. People trusted him. Day by day, more customers came. His small business started to grow. Oliver smiled. He knew he was moving closer to his dream. Years passed. The small fruit cart became a shop. Then another shop. And another. Oliver worked hard every single day. He stayed honest. He stayed humble. He never forgot the lessons from the old notebook. Work hard. Be honest. Help others. One day, people called him a successful businessman. The poor village boy had finally become a millionaire. One peaceful evening, Oliver stopped his car in front of a beautiful house. His mother looked at him. Then she looked at the house. She smiled with surprise. "Whose house is this?" Oliver gently placed the keys into her hands. He smiled. "It's yours, Mom. I promised you. One day, I would buy you a beautiful house." His mother's eyes filled with tears. She hugged Oliver tightly. At that moment, Oliver realized something. True success is not only about money. It is about keeping your promises. That night, Oliver opened the old notebook. One last time. On the final page, he read these words. Success begins with honesty. It grows through discipline. And it becomes meaningful when you help others. Oliver smiled. Then he quietly closed the notebook. Sometimes, the greatest treasure is not money. It is the person you become. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments, what was your favorite lesson from Oliver's journey? We will see you in the next Learn English Through Stories. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story.